So these are a few things that I have for caring for my cat. Muscles has developed a snack problem. He wants to eat his snacks rather than food. So this is something new. It's got the little treats in the food. So I'm going to get him to go over to this, and then, regular cat food. Now there's some controversy about, what's good for cats. Actually, there are some treats that, follow the the AAFCO guidelines of, what's good for a cat. There's people are considering raw diets for cats. Raw food isn't good for cats because it has parasites, and then the parasites are going to become competition to make for iron to make oxygen blood to keep your cat healthy. So raw food isn't a good idea. It's never a good idea to give a cat raw food, raw meat. There are new foods, the freeze-dried raw meat. If you give that to a cat, what's going to happen is your nice warm stomach is going to activate parasites, and so it's not a good thing. So I got this for Muscles. This is something new. It's softer, so it'll get him off of the hard, crunchy treats and go to something soft to get him transitioned to his soft food. Soft food, it's better for cats to eat soft food rather than dry, because the soft has water in it. Now, a cat is supposed to eat 3 of these a day. This size, this amount of food. So you want to, morning, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And half a cup of dry. Now, when Muscles was given to me, I was told that Muscles had been neutered. And I let him outside, and he got lost or was detained by other animals, cats. He did not do well on his own, and over 10 days he was constantly getting cuts and things. So when he was getting his care, I let him get neutered. So it was advised that he become an indoor cat because he doesn't do well on his own. So if I take him outside, he's always going to have to be on a leash. So, because he got neutered, now this has been my experience, every time I have a cat neutered, he develops a urinary problem. And when I took Muscles to get his stitches looked at, he had an accident in the car. So I'm gonna, line these in my car. I'm also going to have, some in my emergency radiation fallout preparation. I'm going to make a little area that my cat and I, and if my daughter were with me, we could all squeeze into the little area. And I'm going to have these in my little fallout shelter. So these will be easy because there won't be enough room for a litter. So these will be Muscles' little place to go. Muscles doesn't respond too well to catnip. I put it in his carrier when I first got him, so he could become comfortable with his carrier, and he wasn't too. And I have laid it out for him before in other places, and he doesn't seem to be too excited by it. So I got this, and this is supposed to be stronger. I've never given it to any other cat before, so it's supposed to be stronger. Now, in the event of a fallout, you want to keep your cat very calm in the beginning, so you wouldn't want to give a cat either of these, because you want your cat to stay very calm, because it'll give them a little, you know how they get, they get frisky and get lots of energy. So it would keep them entertained. If you are having a problem keeping your cat entertained, give them this. But it's really important, especially the first 3 days, to keep everybody very calm, keep the respiration down. So if you don't have to give them any of this. It's better not to. Eventually it'll keep them very calm. And then afterwards, you're going to be detained for at least 30 days in your place. You need to have some entertainment for your cat, because males, as soon as they're neutered, they develop urinary problems. And it's very important to keep their litter clean, to always take a wipe or something, wipe down the sides, because they're walking over it, and that blocks the urethra. So you need to keep the litter plans clean, very clean, after a cat gets neutered. And I got these to help. And Muscles likes these, so I've got to get him weaned off of these and go to his soft food. I got these because I do have potassium iodide tablets to take to protect the thyroid in the event of nuclear radiation fallout. So I would break a tablet up and give I would give my cat a quarter of a tablet and give that to my cat. I'm going to have these in my little protective place, and Muscles loves tuna. He loves real tuna, not the processed stuff. He likes real tuna. However, cats do need fiber, so that's why I give them the traditional wet food, soft food. But he does like the tuna, so this would be a good thing to have in my little protected place, because then also I can eat it, so we can both share that. But I would just give it to Muscles. That would be his food only, and I'll have my own. But I know he likes this, and this would make him happy. I get these for cats when they lose weight, especially during the end of their life. Neutered cats are going to go from kidney failure, or renal failure. So I get this because they start to lose lots of weight. And even though they do need quality protein, like Muscles, he was lost over 10 days. He lost 3/4 of his body weight. So he really likes these. It has rice in it. So, and you can see a little rice in there. He loves this, and this is going to help him gain weight. So I got this to help him to gain weight. Now we were, Muscles and I were at somebody else's house because it's close to where he has to go to get his stitches looked at, and because there's nobody around me. So he wasn't eating because there were other cats there, and it made him nervous. So I got him some of this, and he really liked it. He wasn't eating anything. He didn't eat anything for a couple of days. So he really liked this. And the good thing about this is that it's mostly water. So it's very important to keep your cat hydrated, especially if there were radiation fallout. You need to keep your cat hydrated. This is a product of Thailand, and as far as I know, Thailand doesn't have a PFOA contamination problem. So because this is mostly water, I would rather give my cat this than the Temptation lickables, because these are from the U.S. and the U.S. has a serious PFOA contamination problem. So I would give my cat these because of they're from Thailand. Now, just because it's from Thailand does not mean that all cat food is good because it isn't doesn't have regulations. The U.S. has a lot of regulations. The U.S. PFOA is lower than Canada. So I was getting a lot of products from Canada until I read that they weren't as restrictive about how much PFOAs and plastics get into the water. So I would go. It's just all different because Canada, they ban GMOs, so you have to look at the individual product. I had another cat. He was having he had renal failure, and he lost a lot of body weight. By the end he was only about 2 pounds. So I was giving him any kind of meat I could find that he would eat, and I gave him Tiki Cat. Tiki is a product of Thailand. I did not. The Tiki Cat had maggots in it, so I don't give Tiki Cat to my cat. But I think this would be okay because it is a processed food. Tiki Cat is a whole food, and this is processed, so if there were maggots in there, they're not going to reanimate because they've been processed. So I got these because they have lot of water content in it, and I don't think Thailand's water has the PFA problem. The reason you ought to be concerned about the PFOAs is because if your body is getting an assault from radiation, all your organs are under attack and they have very little defense. So it's really important to have really super clean food if you're being assaulted from radiation. So you want to have lots of good water, clean drinking water. You want to have good water. You want to have clean food, and so it's really important to keep your cat hydrated. So these are some things that I'm gathering in the event of nuclear fallout. These are something that I would eat. Now these are going to be rotated after 2 years. So I got these. These are shelf stable, so they'll get rotated after 2 years. But the Plowman, when he helps me do things, like move heavy things, I like to give him a little thank you. So he liked these, so I got these. Now this is something I would typically avoid because of the acrylamides, because radiation causes cancer. So if you are being assaulted from radiation, you want to stay away from things that cause cancer or known to cause cancer. Acrylamides. Acrylamides are from fast food, fried foods. So this is something I would avoid, but I did get it because the Plowman liked it. So I got those, and it's good to have, some crunchy things around, because crunching relieves stress. So it's important to stay calm. So I got these because they're on sale, and there isn't any soy in it. Soy is a very fatty vegetable that soaks up all the PFOAs, and it's something you definitely want to stay away from, are PFOAs. I got these because I like barbecue, so barbecue is something that would keep me calm, and it doesn't have any soy in it. A lot of barbecues, sauces have soy in it, and the last thing you want is soy, because soy is an ester. Esters are going to accelerate the development of cancer, and if you're under assault of radiation, you want to avoid esters. So stay away from soy products. I don't usually get instant potatoes, but this is something good to have around. These were the only two from this collection that don't have, from this particular brand, that don't have soy in it. There's no soy in these. And I can also give, I can lay out instant potatoes to get rid of rodents, because they'll eat it and there won't be any water around for the, and so they'll blow up from not having any water. Or when they do get water, they blow up. I got these. Now, peanuts are the last thing, peanuts, peanut butter, any kind of peanut products are the last thing you want to have if you're under radiation assault. So actually, I would take the peanuts and give those to a rodent, and so all the cadmium and the assault of the cadmium, the radioactive cadmium from peanuts, and the radiation assault, they'll just, it'll get rid of the rodents. Now, these don't have any peanuts, so This is good, and it doesn't have any terrible preservatives in it. There isn't any soy. So this is something good. These are from Dollar General. There's no peanuts. Peanuts are loaded from cadmium. Cadmium is a super radioactive metal. So you want to avoid peanut products. So this is a good thing to have in your little safety place in the event of radiation fallout. Now, this is something I don't typically eat, but it's good to have. It's good to the Plowman. There's a lot of these. It's good, super crunchy for relief stress. Also, it's a carb. Carbs are good to have because it'll make you relax and it'll make you go to sleep. So if you're having difficulty sleeping, it's a good thing to eat. I haven't tasted these, but I got these because mushrooms have zinc, and zinc is going to help you in the event of nuclear fallout or radiation fallout, because zinc, well, it protects your skin, it gives you energy, and it'll help your immunity, because if you're under a radiation assault, you have zero immunity, you have no defense. So zinc is something you definitely want to have lots of. Now, because I'm a pernicious anemic, I am already accustomed to this particular lifestyle and type of eating, style of eating, because pernicious anemics don't have any immunity. So I'm very good at knowing how to care for myself and protect myself from getting infections and those sorts of things. I'm good at keeping up my immunity. At a very young age, I got mono. Most people, they're over it very quickly. I had mono for 3 years. I was removed from school. It took a large part of my life, and so I have to be very clean about my environment, and I have to eat in a very particular way to maintain a healthy immunity, especially what's happening. I'm very fortunate that I'm very healthy, and I'm in a situation, as much as I don't really like being at the cottage, I'm protected from people that aren't clean, that don't have very good habits, they aren't healthy, they don't have healthy lifestyles. So it's good. I mean, people talk about how you're supposed to be sociable, but I don't want to be sociable with 99% of the population that doesn't eat healthy, doesn't have clean habits, such as hoarders. They live in a diseased environment, and they carry those diseases to public places, and I don't want to pick up those things. And there are a lot of other people that don't want to pick up those things. So it's important that people learn a healthier living So, you know, there'll be sharing of good ideas and things. So, you know, this is something good to have around. There's no soy in it, and it isn't fried, so there won't be any acrylamides. So that's something good. And this is from the same manufacturer, same brand. So these have lots of iron in it. So these are some good things. Now this is a cruciferous vegetable. You'd want to stay away from cruciferous vegetables because cruciferous vegetables are block the thyroid from getting iodine. So you want to avoid the broccoli. This manufacturer did have a bag of broccoli that I did not get because I'm not going to eat the broccoli because it's not good for your thyroid. It's very important to protect your thyroid that's in your neck. Don't eat cruciferous vegetables, especially cauliflower. Cauliflower is actually banned in Hawaii because, probably because of the radioactivity from the volcanoes. So, cruciferous vegetables you do want to stay away from cruciferous vegetables. Those would be carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts. But otherwise, this is, you know, pretty good. It's got the zinc from in the mushrooms. It's got iron in the beets, zucchini, vitamin A. Personally, I think green beans are a waste of land. But it's something to snack on. Now, I get these because there isn't any soy in it. It's really difficult to get a chocolate that doesn't have soy in it. This doesn't have any soy in it. Now, those chocolates have a lead problem, so this isn't something you want to, you don't want to nosh on chocolate all the time. However, in the event of radiation fallout, there's a 3-day period of darkness. And this is a good thing to have to keep up your spirits. There is life after. So, good thing to have around. This doesn't have soy in it, and it is organic oats. So this is a good product. This is from Aldi's. This isn't organic. It is non-GMO. So there may not, glyphosates may not have been used to harvest the oats. If you want to be 100% sure, you go with the organic. And it has to say organic oats. Just because there's organic on the packaging doesn't mean every ingredient is organic. So you have to look and you have to look and make sure that it says organic oats. Now it's very important to have water, and the good thing about this is that there was a low PFA rating on this flavor particularly. This is the flavor that was looked at. I don't know about the other flavors, but this flavor has a low PFOA rating. This has vitamins in it. It's got B12 and B's. It's very important to have your B's because that'll protect the myelin sheath of your nerves. So this is a good thing to have, and you want to keep this in a very dark place to protect vitamins. This is something new, and you can tell that this has got some grippy stuff on it. That the texture is grippy. So after 3 days in your little protective place, you'll go out into your clean living area, and there may be and probably is, because houses were designed to be breathable. So if their houses are breathing, they're taking in radiation particles. So you want to wipe down all the surfaces to remove the radiation particles. So, and this will grip it. The most important thing to do in the event of radiation fallout, the first 3 days, you want to make a Faraday cage of yourself, of your body. You want to take 3,000 milligrams of vitamin C per day, and you do that, and that'll like make your body deflect radiation. It'll make your body deflect radiation. So you want to take 3,000 milligrams of vitamin C for 3 days. You don't want to, this is an extreme radiation treatment that you don't want to do all the time because vitamin C bonds to nitrates. So if you're eating, where is that? Here it is. I got some of this. It was on sale. So, it says, things that say, no nitrates added. There are nitrates in it. There's a bacteria made from celery. It's a nitrate. The celery has tons. It's loaded. It's got tons of sodium in it. So that's how non-nitrate foods gets salted. So if you take a C, the C is going to bond to the nitrates, and it's going to make a cancer, nitrosomes. So you don't want to do 3,000 milligrams all the time. There's there are people that are, so beauty conscious that they take a lot of vitamin C, where that vitamin C is actually going to, cause cancer, all that, taking too much vitamin C. So this is something that you're only going to do throughout 3 days. You could go up to 8 days, because after radiation, you're called hot. You are radioactive. So the first 8 days after radiation, you are hot, and so if it's possible, you use something disposable as a bathroom, and then you dispose of it, and then it's less cleanup of the bathroom. You don't want to clean anything the first 8 days, because everything is going to be radioactive. So you don't want to do any cleaning until after the 8th day, and also you want to keep your respiration down. So, but you could do this up to 8 days, but it's first 3 days. It's really important to make yourself a Faraday cage. So this would definitely help, and because it's chewable, you don't have to worry about having lots of water. Although it's important to have water and liquids to because this is a water soluble vitamin. So but in the event you haven't got any water, you still have a lot of water in your body that as long as you got this chewable, you're gonna make it. You take 3,000 milligrams a day for 3 days. Now, if something were to happen, you get cut, whatever, you do not want to rub your skin, because you'll rub dirt into your skin. You'll rub radiation particles into your skin, and it won't get better. It'll fester and it'll get worse. So what you do is you take water, you just rinse off whatever you can, whatever possible. Rinse off whatever is possible. Rinse off the radiation particles, the dirt, whatever. And then you spritz the cut. You don't want to rub ointments into the wound. Spritz 70%. That is the magic number. That's the number that that'll sterilize the wound. So spritz. It's got CBD in it, and this is something that you could lay on the skin. And if you have because your nerves probably gonna be shot, so you need to so if you have any kind of nerve problems or whatever, you can lay this on your wound or whatever, on your face, keep you calm. This is something good to have in your safety place, and it's always good to have some matches, because what's happening, you can't be dependent upon fuel of any sort. So good to have these around, because you could always burn paper in your place, in your home, burn clothes. You could if you've got some oil, you could use your vegetable oil and make a torch from clothes and vegetable oil, because any wood that isn't protected is going to have radiation on it. So whatever is in your house, that's all you've got. Anything outside of your house is going to be contaminated. So, you know, if you have wood piles, you want to tarp them down or whatever. But you can always, you know, if you've got vegetable oil, you could light your clothes. So it's good to have matches. And so these are the types of things that I eat normally. Oh, this is something I haven't tasted. It's organic blueberry. Important to have blueberries, good for the brain, and is organic. So, and it's liquidy. So there's hydration. And so that's you know, some things that I would have in my safety place.